and thanks for being here once again for our first webinar of 2011. And we've talked before. Here's me again. So we talked before different types of customers and markets that we served. We had a whole presentation where we just covered universities, and no matter what customers we are covering or talking about, one of the keys of our success on what we do is to listen to our customers, but more than listen to our customers, ask the right questions, understand their applications, and understand the needs and the problems that they are trying to solve. So once we put ourselves into the customer's place and understand what they need, the products will naturally follow. There are many examples out there of existing applications and known applications. When we think about the Shaker product line, you're all familiar with the motor analysis. You're all familiar with the calibration of accelerometers. There are lots of functionality, durability type of testing that we can perform with our platform style shakers for small components and so on. So the more we go, this knowledge base of applications and products that we test and types of customers, will grow and expand. And part of our success here is to be able to share with each other some of the examples of success, and so we can hopefully repeat similar cases in your country and vice versa. We love to hear from you guys, who did you sell to and what made the difference between how you approach the customer versus competition and so on. And one of the interesting things that I want to talk about today is a lot of times, customers come to us and they just come with a simple question. They call us and they ask, I need a shaker table. And as you all know, this is a very, very broad question, not a lot of details there. So it's next question, hey, can you tell me more? What do you want to shake? What size of product? How much you want to shake? You want to shake it, what amplitudes, what frequencies, and so on. So one recent application with a very well-known customer, you see on the picture there, maybe you won't be able to recognize, but the next one, it's very obvious to everybody. Contact lenses in Johnson & Johnson. It's a well-known brand and manufacturer of contact lenses. I think they told me they make like 5 million contact lenses a day. I don't know if that's possible, but that's what they do. Many of those lenses you use for a few days, and then they are disposable. And this is a purely R&D application at this time. They want to shake the contact lenses case and find out if they can figure out a way to get rid of the bacteria and clean the lenses a little bit better. Maybe it's going to work, maybe it won't work. So for the application, this is the solution that we proposed. We chose the 2004 E-Shaker because it has the broadest frequency range in our product line. It's a mini shaker. We don't need a big shaker to shake the case. The standalone amplifier, the Smart Amp, a mini teardrop XL from PCB. And in this case, we partner with Crystal Instruments, which is a manufacturer of vibration controllers. In a different application, a different customer, but the same question. I need a shaker table. So what can we do there? So tell me more. And I asked the customer to show me more. And here's what they showed me. And I thought, wow, that's really interesting. Especially the jeans, especially the little A device you see on the picture. And I asked the customer, what is that? And they told me, hey, this is it's called an insulin pump for patients with diabetes, which doesn't seem the case of the girl in the picture, but anyway. This company, they are developing a new pump. The picture you see on the screen is the competitor's pump, so I don't have a picture of what they are developing because it's still brand new. And the idea is to shake the electronics and the mechanics inside the pump, make sure it survives the specifications at different temperatures and different vibration levels and frequencies. The proposed solution was very similar to what we offer to Johnson & Johnson. Again, a shaker and amplifier and a mini XL. The customer had its own data acquisition system and its own function generator. And maybe in the future they will upgrade that to a vibration controller. But right now, we just offer the shake and the amplifier. And once again, the whole presentation would be about the same question. Customer comes to me and say, I need a shaker table. And this is kind of the application they had. A car seat, a new design, and kind of a large object. And how you put that on top of a shaker? Well, you need to have a very large shaker. And the answer is, we don't have. And a lot of times in the industry, they don't even use, instead of using electrodynamic shakers like the ones we offer, customers will look into a servo-hydraulic actuator or a mechanical shaker. So, and that's typically, when I heard in the past, a shaker table, in my mind, the vision of a shaker table has always been something like the picture on the left, the typical vertical actuator with a table on top. So again, when customers ask us about that, I politely say, I'm sorry, we don't have that, but there are companies out there like, MTS Systems or IST, different companies throughout the world that are specialized in hydraulics and mechanical shakers. So moving on, okay, well, let's try something else that we may have. So the customer calls me again and asks, for a shaker table. And what's going to be this time? Oh, I know that. That's easy. That's an IMI industrial accelerometer. And, we are all experts in accelerometers. Okay, and the customer is a typical power plant with, dozens of machines they want to monitor. And they want to make sure, those machines, they cannot stop. So they want to make sure the XLs are doing fine. So, the customer is very savvy. They have oscilloscopes and they have, function generators, and they saw we had shakers. So they say, Marco, can you get me a shaker? Because then I can put my IMI sensor, but I need to compare it with something. So, so I need a reference XL, a couple of signal conditioners. And as you see, it's not complicated, but it's a little bit kind of, putting together a lot of stuff. And a lot of times those customers, they are the maintenance people in the industry. Not necessarily they're the most technical people out there. And again, this is really a calibration application, But the customer calls us and they don't ask for a calibrator. They ask for a shaker table. And again, this is not what I would offer to the customer. I mean, maybe if I were a consultant, I don't know. But no, this is not my favorite approach. But instead of offering all that stuff, we got a much better solution. the calibrator in the box, the K9100C, which, the shaker is there, the function generator is there, the reference sensor is in there. When you buy the K version, it comes with the external voltmeter. So basically, that solution is out there, and it's a much better solution. It's an integrated solution. And, going back to the previous slide, once you add up all those components that you need, the 9100C, it's a way much better and cost-effective solution. So again, same question, but a completely different application, completely different solution. So moving on, I think this is probably the last example we have today, where again the customer needs a shaker table, and this is the object they want to shake. And the question mark there, it's because typically this is a box with a sensor inside, and sometimes that box would be a vibration or shock data logger. It could be a vibration switch, and the customer wants to, again, it's kind of a calibration application, but they don't want really to calibrate. They basically want to make sure that the box is doing what it's supposed to do. If it's a vibration switch that has to trigger at a 5G level, the customer wants to put 5Gs on that box and see if it works, if it triggers. And a lot of times those boxes are too heavy for our calibration shaker, for the air bearing shaker. And a lot of times also the customer is not looking for a full-blown calibration workstation. They don't want to calibrate this according to the ISO standards. It's much more either a verification or making sure the system is working. And you've probably seen that picture before from previous presentations. If not, this is a real example from a customer. They are a calibration laboratory, and the blue box you see here is a shock recorder made by a company called Shockwatch, and that shock recorder is on top of a custom-made table that we made. That table has an internal accelerometer, just like our air bearing shaker, and that's all sitting on top of the 2075E shaker. And the customer can calibrate the shock recorder on the vertical and horizontal position. So again, shaker table, and here's the solution that we offer. And just concluding our presentation today, the message is, we want to work together again in 2011 towards another record sales year with your help. Key thing is to be visible and create awareness. This is a new market, and it's a market, not only international business has been growing, but the shaker business grew 50% compared to last year. We want you guys to be familiar with all the material that's available for you. We have new web pages, we have new catalogs, newsletters, videos, and press releases. Talk to your customers about the products, offer demonstrations. We have demo units available, and answer their questions if they want to try a unit, if they want to rent a unit. We can offer different options, and get involved with your local community through seminars, conferences, and trade shows. So let us know how we can help. I don't have much more time, but just a quick marketing update here. I'll email you that information so you have the hyperlinks. But we are featured on the new PCB test and measurement catalog. There are, a couple of pages there with the Motoshop products and the shakers and the cowl systems. We just posted a page on our website talking about the amplifiers, and there's data sheets over there. There's the shaker accessory kit, which we added to all the shakers now, and a nice picture there with all the description of the items that come with the shaker. We are putting together a video page which has about 14 videos in there, and more coming. and including also not only shakers, but TADS and NDT and all the products that we cover at the Motor Shop. So thank you very much.